Okay, so boys and girls, for grammar this week, we have something that we're very familiar with. And we are going to be talking about prefixes. Now, we know that a prefix is a group of letters that are added to the beginning of the word. The letters change the meaning of the word. So whisper to your partner. Whisper, what is a prefix? You girls can do that. And then your partner has to turn and whisper to you. Do you two turn and whisper? Very good. So here are some prefixes. Here's prefix number 1. This is almost like a review for you. Re plus read equals reread. The prefix is re. Read is the root or base word. We could call it either term. And reread is our new word. What does read mean? What does it mean to read something? Leah?
You look at it.
You look at it.
And read it.
You read it, right? What does read mean?
I just told you what read means.
What does reread mean? What does reread mean? Lance?
Read again.
To read again. How did the prefix change the meaning of the word? Maddie?
It changed the meaning by saying you do it again, like you reread it again.
You do it again. Very nice. So, re means again, plus read. Read plus read means to read again. Thank you, Lance. The prefix read means again. So that is one that we're very familiar with. Very good. We've had this one many times this school year, and I know that you had it last year too, right, boys and girls? Yes? Yes. If re means again, what do each of these words mean? What does rewrite mean? Isabella?
Write again.
Write again. What does redo mean? What does redo mean? Brody, what does redo mean? Do again. How about replay? Sophie?
You play it again.
Play again. Very good. That's what those mean. So if we know the prefix, it can help us figure out the meaning of the word, of our new word. Pre plus view equals preview. Now, here's our prefixes pre, here's our root or base word, which is view, and then we have our new word. What does view mean? If we're viewing something, what does that mean? Ellie, view.
We're checking it.
View, we're gonna do what?
Look.
We're gonna look or see something. So what does preview mean? What does preview mean? What do you think that means, Nina?
View before.
View before. So how did the prefix change the meaning of the word? How does it change it? How does it change it? Nina?
It changes it because if you just view at it, you just view it. But if you put pre in front of it, then you're like doing it before.
You're doing it before. So pre means before. Very good. Who told us that pre meant before? Who is that person? Who told us pre means before? Did somebody tell us that? Oh, you did. Thank you, Nina. Pre means before. So view means before. Pre, view, before. So the prefix pre means before. We knew that one already. Aren't we smart? So if pre means before, what do each of these words mean? Preheat. What does preheat mean? Beckett?
Heat before.
Heat before. Pretest. What does pretest mean, Eli?
What?
What does pretest mean?
Test before.
Test before. Preschool. What is preschool? Isabella. Izzy.
School before.
School before. When you go to school before you go to like this school. We're looking at the preschool right there out our window. Okay. Now, here is dis plus agree equals disagree. So our prefix is dis. Our root or base word is the word agree. And then we have our new word, disagree. What does agree mean? What does agree mean? Amelia, what does agree mean?
It means that you are going to, you're going to.
Sometimes it's hard to put things in words, isn't it? So what do you think it means if you and I agree on something?
We like the same things.
We like the same things. Isabella?
We like the same thing that we're saying.
We like the same thing we're saying, Beckett?
That we like agree on something and we don't fight over it.
We don't fight over it, Leah?
You both are like happy with it and you don't disagree.
Oh, it's the opposite?
Yes, you think the same thing that the other person thinks.
Oh yes, that's a good way to put it. You think the same way that the other person thinks. So, what does disagree mean? What do you think disagree means? What does disagree mean? Reese, what does disagree mean?
Not agreeing.
Not agree. So how did the prefix change the meaning? How did it change the meaning? Isabella?
By like agree, they added like other words to it that like changes it.
It changes it. It changed it to mean not agree. Kind of, it made it definitely the opposite of that. So, oh, look, dis means not, exactly what Reese told us, or the opposite. So dis can mean not or the opposite. So dis plus agree equals disagree, not agree. The prefix dis means not, and everybody knew that one too. So if dis means not, what do each of these words mean? Disorganized. What does disorganized mean? Amelia?
Not organized.
Not organized. What does disappear? What does that mean? Sophia?
Not appear.
Not appear. What does dislike mean? Allie? Dislike.
Don't like.
Not like. On plus tied equals untied. So our prefix is on, tied is our root word, untied is our new word. What does tied mean? What does tied mean? Who can help me with the definition for the word tied? Allie?
Like Eli's shoes are tied. They're folded up tight.
Okay, so like Eli's shoes are tied. They're together. So what does untied mean? Untied. Sophie?
Your shoe is not tied.
It's not tied. So how did the prefix change the meaning? How does it change the meaning? Maddie, how does the prefix how did the prefix change the meaning of that word?
It made it so it means not tied.
Not tied. So on also means not or the opposite, like our other word, dis, correct? On and dis mean the same thing. So on plus tied equals untied, not tied. The prefix on means not. So if on means not, what does each of these words mean? Unhappy. What does unhappy mean, Lance?
Not happy.
Not happy. What does unlock mean, Brody?
Not locked.
Not locked. Unbelievable. What does unbelievable mean? Eli, what does unbelievable mean?
That you can't believe it.
Not believable. You know it. Use the prefixes and root words to make a word for each definition. Right before. Right before. What word would right before mean? Maddie.
Pre-write.
Pre-right. Not real. Not real. What would not real be? Isabella.
Unreal.
Unreal. Look again. Look again. What would that be? Beckett.
Relook.
relook. Relook, that's such a weird word. Opposite of respect. Lance.
Disrespect.
Disrespect. Good job, boys and girls, good job.